What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to be looking at a video from BMT. Now, I just want to say this. I don't know why sisters are going out of the country and acting like it's Miami. I really don't. I don't understand why sisters are going to other countries acting like they can just do whatever the hell they want and not have any consequences. Look at this.
Some locals threw a tomato at them. Let's check it out.
They just threw a tomato at us, probably because of the way we're dressed. This is what we're wearing, but this is not. They threw. They threw.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, Morocco is a Muslim country. Women are supposed to be covered up. Okay? When you're going over to a country like Morocco, you can't dress and shit like that. Showing your ass, all this stuff. Wearing this type of stuff, you can't do that. I don't even know why you thought it was a good idea to go to Morocco anyways.
Tomato at us! What the hell? Are we dressed like prostitutes?
No, I don't think so.
What?
Yes, you are.
Guys, they threw a tomato at us.
The problem is they don't think they're dressed like prostitutes, but they are, technically in a sense. When you go over to that country, you have to understand that the way that you think in the United States or think in certain Western countries is not going to fly there. And Morocco is especially a Muslim type of country. You can't go over there like that. I don't understand why you even thought it was a good idea to do that.
So right there, as you can see, she has her cleavage out. Now, Morocco is one of the more liberal countries when it comes to, more liberal Muslim countries. But if you look at what they try to explain to tourists, they say tell the women to dress modestly, all right, and don't show cleavage. So as you can see, she kind of got her, boobies out for the most part. And like the locals weren't feeling that. Actually, it's her and the girl right next to her in her green shirt. They kind of just mobbing out. Nothing really wrong with, having a girls trip, but you got to pay attention to what they're saying in concerns of, some safety things in these countries. It's, really important. And I know they want to look beautiful. They want to look nice, and they want to try to maybe attract a local guy to have some exotic flavoring or something to end their, nightcap for their trip. But at the same time, listen, it's a conservative country. They don't like their women to dress a certain way. They don't want that message being put out to their women, basically. And like I said before, Morocco is pretty liberal, but they do warn you. I mean, people about, certain cultural norms, basically, that they should abide by. So what they have to understand is, as we're traveling overseas, you got a new wave, new generation of, women and guys, traveling the world. What you have to understand is when you're a woman and you're traveling, you have to understand the cultural etiquette, basically, more so than even a man. Now, don't get me wrong, guys get in trouble overseas as well. But when it comes to being a woman, the locals, the citizens of that country understand how you can not necessarily motivate, but the message that you're sending out to the women, they're not down with it. All right. So I don't think this was because of their race necessarily. Of course, Morocco is in Africa, but they didn't like the way the girls was dressed. As you can see, they got the cleavage out, and that's just not what the locals wanted to see, basically.
They took the tomato thing real fucking serious.
It's not cool, of course, but at the same time, just abide by the rules of the land that you're going to. It's just that simple. We see.
Here's what I'm going to say about the situation. And you might not like what I'm about to say. Simply do not go to another country, especially if you're going with a whole bunch of friends. Sorry to say it like that, but if you're going overseas, go with somebody that you really can trust, not your friends. Because your friends there could be friends that they can have a certain mindset, or they could be trying to put you in danger. Go with somebody you trust. Whether it be family, boyfriend, husband, girlfriend, don't matter. Especially for women. Now, guys, we typically can figure out danger before we understand what could happen. But this is mainly pertaining to women. Because you go into countries like Morocco or going to countries that are very traditional, yeah, you dumb. I don't even understand why. I don't even understand why the hell you going on to Morocco with some shit like that on in the first place. Y'all know what they say about Muslim men? They like their women traditional, covered up. What the fuck y'all thought it was gonna be? At least if you go to a country, look at least look at the major religions in that country, or all this other stuff. I've never traveled over there, so I don't know. Protect yourselves, but as we all know, you have women like that don't listen. But anywho, like, share, subscribe to channels, put the podcast, sport.com. I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.